Hello, my dear children. Today we will learn about substances in the surrounding, their states and properties. All the things that you observe around us are made up of matter. That means everything that is in our surrounding is made up of matter, whether it's water, air, plant, human, chalk, duster, mobile, everything is made up of matter. Matter are small particles. You must be wondering, if all of us are made up of matter, why don't we all look the same? That is because everything is made up of different types of matter. Matter can be classified into three main categories: solids, liquids, and gases. That means matter can be in solid state, liquid state, or gaseous state. Some substances change their physical properties from one to another. For example, candle. Candle is made up of wax. Wax is in a solid state. But when the candle is burning, due to the heat, the wax melts and becomes in liquid state. This melted wax, after coming down, cools and again turns into solid. Therefore, we can say when a substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of substance. On the same note, we can say the state of a substance changes if it is heated or cooled. Another example of this statement is water. You must have seen when water is placed in the freezer, it becomes ice due to the drop in temperature. That is, the water is cooling and becomes ice, which is solid. When the ice is removed from the freezer, the temperature rises. The ice starts to melt and become water, which is in the liquid state. When you boil this water, it gains more heat and turns into vapors. Vapors are in gaseous state. So, the state of a substance changes if it is heated or cooled. You must have noticed that the oil in the bottle freezes and becomes solid due to the drop in the temperature. The camphor balls, which are solid, evaporates directly into gas at room temperature. Petrol, which is liquid, evaporates in the air at normal temperature. In the past, in the 19th century, the scientist J. Willard Gibbs showed that the characteristic properties of a substance depends on its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Let's understand this with an image. In this image, you can see the particles of the solid are tightly packed with low intermolecular space. That means there is very less space between two particles, as you can see in the image. The particles of the liquid are not that tightly packed as compared to the solid. That means the intermolecular space is a little more as compared to the solids. Whereas the particles of the gas are far away from one another with maximum intermolecular spaces. Like we all have certain qualities in us, similarly solids, liquids and gas have certain properties. Now, these properties of the solids, liquids, and gas are due to these intermolecular, or you can say the arrangement of the matter. Let's understand this arrangement in a tabular form. As you can see in this image or this table, what are the properties of solid? Solids have their own shape. No matter how it is kept, the shape of the solid will not be distorted. Solids have a definite volume. Solids like sugar, sand, when poured on the flat surface, forms a heap. Whereas liquid does not have a shape of its own. It takes the shape of the container. It has a specific volume. It occupies definite portion of a container and spreads on a flat surface on pouring. Gases. Gases do not have shape of their own. They occupy all the available spaces. Gas do not have a definite volume. On changing the pressure of the gas in a closed container, the volume also changes.